Hi, I'm Gabby from Ray Studios and I recently bought a new phone, a Huawei P10. Now, I'm not going to be reviewing the phone, but instead I'm going to be reviewing the camera. But in this case, two Leica cameras. But I saw us reviewing this on a very different way. Instead of talking about the picture quality or the image that this phone can produce, I saw I'd better compare it. But instead of comparing with another phone, I'm going to be comparing this phone to a Canon full-frame DSLR, in this case, Canon EOS 6D. I'm gonna take these both cameras out and I'm gonna show you the results. Well, here what I did was a little bit of street photography. The idea was to see how fast will the cameras focus on, and both cameras didn't do that well like I was expecting, especially the Huawei P10. Actually, you need to take your time to focus properly and then fire. Still, nonetheless, you can see in the comparison that both cameras are like more or less the same. There is more light obviously in the Canon 6D because it's a big sensor. Here I try a portrait and you can see after editing, the Huawei P10 will give me some really nice images. As a matter of fact, I was very surprised with how much it will allow me to edit in Lightroom photoshoot, in which the picture will be pretty flexible, and you can see that the results, well, they're not so far off. Obviously the Canon 6D can totally blow the background away while the camera and the phone doesn't. Here you can see a bit of detail. The Huawei P10 is extremely impressive with the way it produces detail. In here I see the Canon 6D didn't focus properly. That's why you see in the comparison left Huawei and right Canon, the Huawei may seem to be even better. You wonder what that sign say? Well, it's probably say, for a stinky feet, call this number. Actually, I don't know what that say. I can't read Chinese, but you can see here a little bit of dynamic range and the way it performs on the details. Both cameras are pretty good. Obviously, the Canon have the slight advantage. Ooh, yummy. Nut. Yeah, don't try that if you're in China. Chinese people seem to like it. Here you can see a close-up in which the Canon 6D totally blown the background away, while the Huawei P10 doesn't. But when you look closely, the details are very good on both cameras. It's very surprising how the Huawei P10 can hold on so much detail. Here you can see how colors are being produced by the camera, and they're both really good. I mean, the Huawei P10 is really impressive the way it can produce colors with such a little sensor. For the next test, what I wanted to do is shoot at night. Here, I set the Canon 6D to automatic like all the time, but the Huawei P10 I changed from automatic to fully manual. So I put a very slow shutter speed to let a lot more light in, and that makes the picture actually nice. In automatic mode, it will be total garbage, unusable. So here you can see how the Huawei P10, even after editing, still put us some really nice pictures. You can even compare them to the Canon 6D at night. This is very impressive. Look at here, this was a 25 seconds shutter speed. It's really nice. Against the Canon, that was a lot slower shutter speed and it still came up with a really nice picture. Here you can even see, if you pay attention, you can see the stars in the sky. How much detail that this camera produce. Obviously the Canon 6D at automatic settings is not that great, but it's still pretty good. Well, my conclusion is the Huawei P10 is an amazing camera, but nonetheless you have the pictures and you draw your own conclusions. If you like this video, please consider subscribing.